We've all heard about croissants, egg Benedict, oats, pancakes or waffles, and cereals for breakfast. But how about something that we fell in love with more as we grew up? And is reminiscent of our childhood from our provinces, small towns, from the grannies and grandpas that we love. This isn't a top 10 video, but a list of 10 best underrated breakfasts. This video isn't made to compare and rate any of these dishes. Rather, this is to showcase, celebrate and educate people from around the world about these dishes and why it is well loved from our childhood till now. First on our list is SILOG. SILOG is a very umami-packed breakfast from the Philippines, pronounced as SILOG, which is a shortcut for two words. A constructed typical Filipino breakfast SI4, sinangag, a Filipino garlic fried rice, and log 4, itlog, which is egg and is usually fried with a perfectly runny yolk and crispy white part. Some people also have it cooked as a plain omelette, depending on their preference. SILOG can be eaten by itself or upgraded with various proteins, fish, and marinated cuts of meat, like tapa, longanisa, tocino, maling, hot dogs, spam, tinapa, dilis, daing na bangus and many more. All of these paired with a side of diced tomatoes and onion, with a splash of fish sauce kinda serves as a side salad, and some dipping sauce. Depending on your preference such as ketchup, soy sauce, vinegar, or fish sauce. What's cool about SILOG is that the name can change depending on which protein or fish you wanted to add. For example, tapsilog, which is tapa plus SILOG, or spamsilog, spam plus SILOG, and so forth. With so many varieties to choose from, you will never get tired of SILOG. Now let's go ahead and explore our second breakfast, but this time from India, called CHOLE BHATURE. CHOLE BHATURE, also known as chana bhatura, is one of the most popular Punjabi dishes liked all over India. CHOLE stands for spiced tangy chickpea curry, served with bhatura, which is a soft fluffy fried leavened bread. It is a very filling carb-packed breakfast that will start up your day. The chole is very savory and a little spicy depending on the recipe you're following or the restaurant that you will get it from. It could be very spicy. It is usually served with piping hot bhature, some sliced onions, green chile, and lemon for a bit of citrus on the side, a complete flavor bomb. Next, our third breakfast is IDLY, also from India. IDLY is a type of fermented savory steamed rice cake, one of the favorite breakfast food in southern India and Sri Lanka, also known as being good for digestion and gut health. It is the perfect breakfast for people who prefer light breakfast as it contains no saturated fats or cholesterol. It has a little fermented sour savory taste perfectly paired with different types of chutney, which is a condiment relish that accompanies most Indian meals. The most common chutneys eaten with IDLY are coconut chutney, green or cilantro chutney, red chutney or coriander seed chutney, and lastly Andhra-style peanut and tomato chutney. That soft pillowy savory IDLY with these chutneys is a taste of heaven on earth. You should give it a try. Now for our fourth breakfast, it is a dish from Morocco called KHLII. KHLII is a preserved type of meat or jerky dating back to several centuries ago. It is made from gheted, a type of preserved meat or jerky, which is usually made with beef or lamb cut into strips and let it dry in the sun after marinating it in garlic, coriander, and cumin. It is then traditionally prepared by the long and slow simmering of gheted in olive oil and suet or tallow fat. Now the way to prepare KHLII for breakfast is by heating it a bit on its oils and cracking up some pan-fried eggs with it, served with Moroccan tea, and eaten by hand with Moroccan bread, cubs. When you visit Morocco, you can easily order this dish as fassi breakfast. You can usually order it any time of the day. You should try it. For our fifth breakfast, I will be serving up some healthy Nigerian breakfast called boiled plantain with vegetable egg sauce. This breakfast is yummy, filling, healthy, and very straightforward. It is made by boiling your plantains first on medium heat for about 10 minutes, set it aside, and sautéing your ugu pumpkin leaves, scotch bonnet, onions, tomatoes, with crushed seasoning, curry, thyme, and salt to taste. Break eggs into the pot and stir to incorporate them with your mixture. Plate the plantains with the vegetable egg sauce and serve. Yummy, easy, and healthy. Our sixth breakfast is from Indonesia. most people will think of nasi goreng or indomie with fried or boiled eggs immediately when you say Indonesian breakfast. So let me introduce you to something equally filling, delicious, and healthy option from Java and Sumatra, Indonesia, lontong sayur. Lontong is rice wrapped in banana leaves and shaped into a tube cylinder, slowly boiled until the rice is mushy, and when it cools down the rice will harden. It will then be paired with sayur or vegetable curry, and is made by combining coconut milk with warm water and adding blended spices, red onion, ginger, garlic, fresh turmeric, and dried shrimp. Bring it to a boil and add your vegetables, lemongrass, and galangal. Cook till your vegetables are softened. Stir, then add deep-fried bean curd and tempeh, and season with salt and sugar. Arrange your cut-up lontong on the serving dish. Add in your sayur or vegetable curry and sprinkle with grated coconut. Top with halved eggs and enjoy. For our 7th breakfast, we will be having RUPA from Paraguay, a combination of things eaten during breakfast or brunch. Tereré is a traditional beverage that has been in Paraguayan culture as long as people have lived there. It is a mixture of herbs called yerba to which cold water is then added. Tereré is usually the first thing Paraguayans drink in the morning, especially in summer, as it is cold and refreshing. Mbejú or Mbejú, which means cake in the Guarani language, is a staple of the Paraguayan diet, usually eaten any time of the day, but most especially during breakfast. It is a starch cake that looks like a cross between an omelette and a pancake. It is made with mandioca, cassava yuca, and cheese cooked in a very hot frying pan, making its edges very crispy. I mean, who doesn't love savory, crispy, cheesy bread for breakfast? Our number 8 is joke. This isn't a joke, but they really pronounce it as joke. Joke is the Thai version of congee or rice porridge, commonly eaten as breakfast in Thailand. It is commonly served with proteins or meat in the form of meatballs, with a variety of Thai condiments and toppings such as fried onions, garlic, chilies, sliced ginger, green onions, cilantro, and fish sauce to taste. An absolutely satisfying hot dish for breakfast. Delicious and filling. Our 9th breakfast from Albania is called Pershesh buke qumesht. This breakfast is a bit controversial as many Albanians actually didn't quite enjoy it during their childhood, as they said food rations are being controlled by their government during that time. They think of it as bland and mushy. But there are a lot of people that actually do like it now that they have grown up. They say it reminds them of those days when they wake up to go to school and their mother or grandparents have already prepared it for them. This dish is called Pershesh buke qumesht, loosely translated as breaking bread by hand and mixing it with a liquid such as stew. In this case, it's with milk. The way to prepare it is by cutting up your bread or breaking it by hand, putting some sugar on it and toasting it in the pan with butter. And because milk is delivered fresh daily in Albania, they have to heat it to pasteurize it and then add them both together in a bowl. And that's it. The taste is actually really nice as the sugar makes the milk a little bit sweet, depending on how much sugar you added on your bread. It's like drinking sweet milk and chewing some bits of bread with it. Give it a try, and you might like it as I do. Finally, for our 10th and last breakfast, this one might be the healthiest one so far. This breakfast is from Iceland. Let us first take note that in Iceland people tend to eat their breakfast at home than the rest of the world. They don't even have the option to grab a McMuffin as the last McDonald's in the country closed its doors in 2009. Icelanders love to eat a healthy and filling breakfast, so first up is Hafragrautur or oatmeal. Now this is very easy to prepare. You just have to boil some oats in water or milk in a pot, then serve it with a bit of brown sugar, some raisins, and sometimes even topped with Skyr. Skyr is a protein and calcium-packed yogurt cheese type of dairy that will also help improve your gut health. You can compare it to Greek yogurt, but Icelandic version. And of course, the most unique addition to Icelandic breakfast is LYSI or cod liver oil, scientifically proven to have a very high content of both vitamin A, vitamin D, and omega-3 fatty acids, with a single teaspoon providing 90% of your daily requirements for vitamin A and 113% of your daily requirements for vitamin D. It is so nutritious that many preschools and daycare centers hand out cod liver oil as part of their daily routine. And that's it for our 10 most underrated breakfasts around the world. I hope you learned a lot and enjoyed this video. For more best underrated videos, like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.